Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am Ashley. I'm a homeschooling mom with 8 kiddos. I wanted to do a video today on things that help me as a mom of 8 keep my life relatively under control. I think I did a video possibly about this a while back, but I feel like some things have changed a little bit on, I guess, how much I actually use these things and utilize these things now that I have 8 kids. I don't even remember when I made a video similar to that. Probably I had, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6, but these things can help any mom with any number of kids. These aren't things that are like super complicated. They're just things that I use without even like thinking twice about it. My first thing, which I have mentioned before in so many other videos, and I plan to do an updated video on this, is my physical planner. I don't do a lot of bells and whistles with my planner, whereas I used to try and do that, and I just failed miserably, and it wasn't necessary. And so my planner that I use has everything in it. And by everything, I mean bills paid, if anybody's sick, if anything's due, if I need reminders, schedules, everyday schedules, extracurricular stuff, meds, if I have to give meds of some sort, anything, literally anything I put in my planner. And sometimes I will sit there, this is so silly, I will sit there sometimes and just stare at it, literally, because I'm like, I know I'm forgetting something. I'm trying to regroup. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do for for the next week, what my schedule is, any of those things. I put everything in my planner. So if you do not have one, that is the first thing you are missing out on. I don't even remember. I think I started using a planner well before I was married. And once I used it, it's like I never stopped. It started out with like small planners like this, and then it got exponentially larger. And then I tried like complicated planners, and then now I'm just like very simple. But I will do another video on that because I have a couple planner videos, and I'll show you kind of updated what I do now. But paper planner. I do not use any sort of digital planner. That is not something that I'm interested in. My husband and I do not Google sync calendars. He doesn't have a calendar, none of that. Everything is paper planner. And when I need to converse with him on, what we're doing that day, it's through text message. But the notes on my phone, the notes section on my phone has so much stuff on it. When I am on the go, I don't bring my planner with me everywhere, pretty much nowhere. It stays at home. And so when I am on the go, I need something that I can literally just type stuff in, random stuff. When I'm in the car, just type it in. Or if I think of things, or if I think of video ideas, I will type it out on my phone in my notes section, and it stays there. There are some things, and if I have to change like a password or something, sometimes if I'm trying to log in, to a website, and it's one of those like, you can't go any further until you change your password. And then I got to think of a whole new password that I have never used before. And so I will put that in my notes section so that I remember to go back and update that on my computer, my laptop, or whatever. Write it down. Everything on the go is in my notes section. It's crazy. And so when I get home, I will go back and I will look and see if there's anything that I need to transfer out of my phone, and then I'll get rid of it, so it doesn't clutter everything on my phone. But there are some things in there that I look and I'm like, what is this? What was this? And so I'll give it a little while, and then if I don't remember it, like what it was, and it obviously wasn't that important, and I'll erase it from my phone. But that has helped tremendously for on the go because I do not carry my paper planner with me. Alarm reminders. I have alarm reminders on my phone for everything also. If I am out and I have to remember that something is due on a certain day and I need to make sure to pay it at a certain time, I will put the reminder in my phone, the clock reminder, alarm reminder. Or if I have to order something by a certain day, I will put that reminder in my phone. If I have to send an email to a coach or to whoever, instructor, whatever, I will put that on my phone. And I will do this for, a month from now if I need to, or, if I have pet sitting jobs aside, on my own, I will put that in my phone to remind myself. I will put stuff in my planner, but I would also put it in my phone in the event that I don't look at my paper planner when I need to. So reminders on my phone as alarms have worked so well. And a lot of this is just like brain dumping. And I have to do this on a daily basis in some way, shape, or form, whether that is putting it in my paper planner, whether that is putting it in my notes section in my phone, or whether that is setting an alarm for a certain time or setting an alarm for a reminder for when I get home to put it in my planner. I have to do these things or my mind is just one big jumbled mess. I can't even describe it to you. It's when I put it out there, I don't have to think about it anymore. I don't have to think about what was it that I was supposed to remember? What was it that I was supposed to do at 5:00? What bill was it that I needed to pay early? Or what bill did I change? There's just, with 8 children, all these extracurriculars, bills that because I pay the bills. I schedule the payments and all of that, and which I'm fine with because I've always done that. And so that's kind of my role, just my role that I took on from the very beginning as a married couple, is that because I am just like organized like that, that's what I do. And so if I need to remember something or something has changed out of the ordinary, like the due date changed or something else changed or the dollar amount, I'm not going to remember that off the top of my head. I have to put that down. And I think that has helped a lot with keeping my mind or keeping myself just, I don't say level-headed, but because it's not like in that sense, but just not having to think about all of these things. You have to put all of this stuff somewhere. You have to put it somewhere, because if you walk around with it all day, every day, you're going to forget it. And I feel like the individuals that are most frazzled all day and needing just somebody to say chill out for a minute are the ones that don't utilize these things. These are things that I don't even think twice about because they have become second nature to me, to use these things that are given to us to help with organization and to help with just planning in general, or just day-to-day things, right? And as a large family, that is so imperative, because you might think that you don't need these things, but how do you stay organized if you don't have these things? Because there's just so many avenues in your life that need attention, and it's just mind-blowing if you don't use these things. But these are what I strictly use. Oh, also, I use my time very wisely, my free time very wisely, my free time. And by free time, I mean when I'm in the car and I'm at a stoplight, if I can send a message real quick, to a coach or to an instructor or to a teacher, whatever, I'll do that real quick, and then I don't have to think about it anymore. I will leave the house and say, oh, I need to remember to send such and such email, or I need to remember to pay dues for, this team or whatever. If I am at a stoplight, not while I'm driving, if I am at a stoplight and I have it pulled up on my phone real quick and I pay it real quick, or I send that email real quick, I hit send, it's off my plate. I don't have to think about it anymore. Utilize that time and use that time wisely that you have. If you are sitting waiting for your kid to get out of their activity and you're in your car, and instead of browsing, YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or whatever, go through what you need to do from that note section on your phone and cross some things off. If there are some quick things that you need to do to remember, like pay the bill, email this person, respond back to this text message, whatever it is. Anything that takes less than 30 seconds or a minute, do it while you're at the stoplight. I mean, you're not going to be at a stoplight probably for a minute, but if you're waiting for your kid to get out of their extracurriculars, do that real quick. You can knock out 3 or 4 things probably that are quick and easy. So those are just 4 things that I do to keep myself organized as best I can as a mom of 8, as a large family, and keeping some relative sanity in my home and in my brain. Because again, any of these things I would be lost without. And I mean that entirely 100%. I would be lost without these things. If I don't have my planner and I'm at home, I have no idea what's going on in my life. I'm just so lost. And so anyway, if you, no matter how many kids you have, these are just the things that I use. And I encourage you, if you do not use these things or do not use these, take advantage of these tools, do it, because it will change your life. It will change your, and not to sound dramatic, it will change your life. It will change your clear your headspace some, and give you something and somewhere to put all of the things that are in your head, your to-dos on paper, on your notes section, on your phone, whatever. If you prefer a digital planner, great, do that then. This is just, I have to have something where I physically can write it. You know, what happens if I lose my phone? My entire planner is gone. Like, I can't risk that. I can't do that. So let me know if you have any questions down below, guys, and I will see you next time. Take care.